This is Ye Chuan, a young man who had just awakened one of the rarest classes imaginable, a god rank butcher. Although his life looked completely normal, everything was about to change. While walking home, a strange beast suddenly blocked his path. At first glance, it looked like a wild dog, but something about it felt completely unnatural. Standing behind the creature was an even stranger woman. She looked human, yet every feature screamed that she was actually some kind of pig monster. Trying to avoid trouble, Ye Chuan politely asked the woman to move her pet so he could continue walking. Instead of apologizing, the woman exploded in anger and treated his simple request like a personal insult. But Ye Chuan wasn't paying attention to her insults. He was thinking about the strange ability he had just awakened. If the system was telling the truth, then this creature counted as a pig-type monster. So without hesitation, he tested it with a single kick. The result shocked him. The monster died instantly, and the system immediately rewarded him with experience while strengthening his pig nemesis ability. His gamble had paid off. The god rank. Butcher's passive ability was completely real. Watching her pet die in one hit, the pig woman completely lost control and rushed toward Ye Chuan in a blind rage. The woman froze. Killing a mentally ill person wasn't worth the risk. Terrified, she immediately backed down and dragged her son's body away. As if nothing had happened, Ye Chuan quietly returned home. After hearing that Ye Chuan had awakened as a butcher, his parents couldn't stop smiling. They thought he was finally following in the family's footsteps. His father was especially excited, already planning to teach him everything about the family business. That night, Ye Chuan went to bed, believing the strange day was finally over. But outside the house, a mysterious ghost-like figure silently appeared, watching the family from the darkness. The mysterious visitor already knew Ye Chuan's family and questioned how the son of the legendary weeping ghost had become nothing more than a butcher. Before the ghost could make another move, Ye Chuan's father stepped outside. His killing intent exploded, and one crimson eye revealed that he was far more dangerous than anyone had imagined. With a single warning, the mysterious visitor backed away. The moment Ye Chuan realized his greatest secret wasn't his own power. It was the terrifying father living under the same roof. The mysterious ghost finally lowers his hostility. After witnessing Ye Chuan's overwhelming aura, he realizes this family isn't ordinary. He calmly admits that Ye Chuan really is nothing more than a butcher and promises that the organization will never bother them again. For the first time, peace returns to the family. The very next morning, Ye Chuan keeps his promise. Instead of sending his son into battle, he takes him to the family slaughterhouse. Rows upon rows of hanging meat surround them. This will become the boy's new training ground. His father walks him through the workplace, then stops in front of a display case. Inside are several butcher knives. He smiles gently. A good butcher starts with a good knife. Instead of choosing for him, his father lets him decide. Pick the knife that feels right. Every blade looks ordinary. Something tells the boy one of them is different. The moment he grabs one particular knife, a strange feeling rushes through his body. It feels as though the weapon was waiting for him all along. Suddenly, a glowing blue screen appears before his eyes. System prompt: the butcher knife has been selected. Every pig killed with this blade will permanently increase his attributes. This isn't just a butcher knife. It's a growth weapon. His father hangs a live pig in front of him, calmly giving instructions. Aim for the weak spot and finish it in one strike. The boy tightens his grip. Without hesitation, he swings. One clean slash. The pig drops instantly. Even his father is caught by surprise. The blue system flashes again. Pig defeated. Experience gained. Damage bonus increased. Free attribute points awarded. His very first successful hunt has already made him stronger. His father smiles proudly, but also points out the flaw. The cut wasn't perfect. You should aim for the artery next time. Even compliments become lessons. Instead of being disturbed, the boy calmly nods, then asks something unexpected. Dad, can I kill the rest of them too? His father bursts into laughter. Of course he agrees, if you want. All today's pigs are yours. The perfect grinding opportunity has just begun. 1 pig, 2 pigs, 3 pigs. Every swing activates another system prompt, level after level. His strength keeps increasing. Hours pass. Blood covers the floor. Yet the boy never slows down. Every kill grants more experience. Every level makes him stronger. His progress is becoming terrifying. By the end of the day, the numbers are unbelievable. 49 pigs defeated. Pig nemesis reaches 100%. Dimensional attributes increase dramatically. His rank jumps all the way. Tail, 5th rank apprentice. The other butchers can hardly believe what they witnessed. This kid, he finished an entire week's work alone. No one has ever seen anything like it. Yet Xia smiles proudly, then finally says, "After all, my son is a god-rank pig butcher." The workers freeze. They don't know whether to laugh or be terrified. What looked like an ordinary butcher's job has secretly become the fastest leveling method imaginable. While everyone else sees pigs, the boy only sees experience points. With every swing, his strength grows, his level rises, and the system continues rewarding him. No one realizes it yet, but this humble slaughterhouse is creating a future monster. After mastering the butcher's knife, the boy looks at the blade in his hand. I've already learned everything I can here. It's time to leave the slaughterhouse and see the outside world. The next morning, he grabs his backpack and heads toward the city gates. Outside the city, this isn't an ordinary world. Demons, monsters, and countless alien races roam the land. Humanity survives by uniting under the Human Federation. The entire world is divided into 9 special zones. His hometown, Qing City, lies on the dangerous frontier of the 5th special zone. He walks through the massive city gate. Beyond these walls, civilization ends. The wilderness begins. Every step forward could become a fight for survival. A city guard stops him. You have a profession, so you're allowed outside, but never go beyond the 1-kilometer safe zone. Outside that, death is waiting. The boy calmly nods. He understands the danger, but that doesn't stop him. The forest is silent, dark, almost unnaturally quiet. Every shadow seems alive. Every tree could be hiding a monster. Yet he keeps walking, without fear. Suddenly, leaves rustle. A green creature leaps out from the bushes. Long ears, sharp teeth, crude weapons, and it's a goblin. Instead of panicking, he smiles. His eyes glow blood red. The blood shadow butcher skill activates. This is the perfect chance to see what this profession can really do. The goblin lunges, but it never reaches him. One smooth swing slices straight through the monster. The fight ends before it truly begins. The familiar blue system appears. Goblin defeated. More experience. Higher level increase. Additional attribute points. The stronger the enemy, the greater the reward. His theory was correct. He pauses, remembering his teacher's warning. If you meet one goblin, there are always more nearby. He slowly scans the forest. Something feels wrong. Then, dozens of glowing green eyes appear. Goblins begin surrounding him from every direction. Instead of retreating, he grins. This will help me level up even faster. Come at me. The entire group attacks together. Knives, claws, screams echo through the forest. Any normal person would already be dead. His body moves like flowing water. Every swing of the butcher knife cuts through multiple goblins. They fall one after another. Unable to touch him, the goblins become terrified. This isn't a human anymore. It's a predator. And they have become the prey. One frightened goblin throws away its weapon. Instead of fighting, it turns around and runs for its life. Rather than killing it immediately, he lets it run. If it's escaping, it'll lead me home. He quietly follows behind. The goblin finally reaches the cave. The boy smiles. So, this is your nest. He is found. The goblin den, huh? Without hesitation. He walks straight inside. Dark tunnels stretch deep underground. The air grows colder. Strange screams echo from within. Something much stronger is waiting ahead. Suddenly, painful screams echo through the cave. Someone is already fighting inside. The boy tightens his grip on the butcher knife. A smile slowly appears on his face. His real hunt is only just beginning. After wiping out every goblin outside, Yichuan checks his status. His strength has increased dramatically. His profession has already evolved into a terrifying force. But then, a strange red glow catches his attention deep inside the cave. Something is still alive. Following the crimson light, Yichuan discovers a massive wooden gate hidden inside the cave. His instincts tell him whatever lies behind it is far more important than the goblins outside. Without hesitation, he kicks the door open.